Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Mr. Perfect the Nomad. So in this channel I'm going to talk about camper upgrades, road trips, and practical tips for life on the road. So let's begin. Hello my friends, once again, Mr. Perfect the Nomad. Well, the topic today is how I install a water supply, potable water supply from the city water to my camper, right? So if you want to go camping, go to the campsite or campground. So you have, the port. You have the port where to connect the water from the campground. Okay. So today is a beautiful day down here in Florida. It's still a little chilly, but nice weather. Nice weather. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that you have to find the right space, the right spot where to do it. In this case, I found that on this side of my van, I have enough room on the back. I have enough room in the wall to make this connection, because this port is like 3 inches wide, so you need to have that space in order to install it. So one of the coolest things of this port is that also it have something that is called pressure regulator. Pressure regulator means that the water from the city is about 120 psi, right? And so for these kind of connections, or the hose inside the campers don't allow to have that much pressure, from 120 psi to 40 or 50. So that's a cool thing, because so this you make sure that nothing is going to explode inside the van, like the hoses or the tank. So I'm gonna show you also how I did and what parts I used. So I found this part. This part is very cool. It's called floating ball valve. Floating ball valve. And the principle of this valve is the same principle as the toilet water tank valve. It's the same. Once the tank start filling up, when it reach some, you adjust it at the same any X height, or X amount of water you wanted, so it shut off automatically, and it works mechanically, not no power or batteries operated. It's just mechanically. So this is one of the other coolest thing I found, and it costs only about, let's say, I think $10, 2 pieces. This box has 2 pieces, and it comes with a Teflon tape and this adapter. So it's pretty cool. So I have this extra, because I'm thinking later on to install another water tank. Just in case I run out of water. So I'm gonna leave this here For now, I'm going to show you where I did install my tank and how I do it, how I route all the hoses from the port to the tank. Well, here it is. This is my tank. Okay, this is my 10 gallons tank. This tank cost me about, I think, $110. I built this tank all from Amazon. So this tank is from Amazon, and it cost me $110, $120, something like that. And so I mark. I put some numbers here, some marks. So that means those are my gallons of water. So this is my 10 gallons up here, and then when I start wasting using the water, so this is 1 gallon, 2 gallons, 3 gallons. So up to get 0. So this is how I did. This tank, at the beginning, when I started building my camper, the plan was to install it on the back, underneath of my bed. That was the plan, but it didn't work, so I have to make it work up here. So what I did was I drilled a hole on the lid, this cover. I make 2 holes. One that brings the hose, that brings the water. The hose comes from the port, from the inlet, and I use this electric nut to tie it, and then this is my valve. Okay, so when the water reach somewhere here, this level, automatically something inside, I don't know what is it, shut the water off. So it's very safe. I've been using this since I built my camper about 1 year or almost 2, and it works pretty good. And also I did this other, this is my relief pipe, right? Air relief. So I installed this because when water is getting inside the tank, the air needs to come out. So if you don't let the air go out, it could explode, because the pressure. So by this little 1/2-inch copper elbow, all the air inside the tank start getting out. Later on, I'm gonna plug this elbow to my sink. That I'm going to install a sink later on this area. So I'm going to plug this air exhaust or vent or whatever it is called to the sink. So just in case, this water valve doesn't work and keep letting the water running, so all the water is going to go through these vents or relief to the sink, and that sink will be the water will be connected to another tank, for gray water or something like that. So okay, so this is pretty cool. If you want to use it, I can give you the link, or you just look on Amazon. Like I said before, it's called floating ball valve, and it's pretty cool. So when I started building this camper, this is my bed. This space was made for that tank. So that tank is supposed to be flat, lay down, like that. And it's going to fit pretty good, pretty well. It's going to fit there. So that was thinking on saving space. But when I start making the connections, I realized that if I do this way, flat, lay down, the water valve is gonna take like 4 inches, this much. So that's gonna, so the 10 gallons tank, but only it will have only like 6 gallons of water, because the valve needs to have space. So I realized that, after all, so it's why I decided to install it things under the counter. This is the pipe. This is my pipe. This is from the port, the inlet from the water city on this flexible pipe. It's running by through the cabinet. I make some holes on this cabinet, and it's coming all the way here. I have some, more an extra hose just in case I want to in the future change or install my tank in other place, so I have enough hose. So it's going here all the way. I have 2 ports. So this one that is not finished yet, this port is pretty cool, and also I recommend this port. This one I'm going to install it later on somewhere here, somewhere here. So the cool about this thing is that you see that this is like a valve also, so when you remove the hose, the water stops. So it's very safe. It's very safe. So I have it here temporary, in this cavity, while in the meantime, later on, maybe in a few weeks, I'm going to find the right spot to install it. And also I have this. Also, this is temporary. This is not for here. Just I made it temporary while I install my sink. But the sink is gonna go somewhere here, okay? And this hose is for the sink. But in the meantime, I'm using it, for to take a shower or to wash my dishes or whatever. So I'm gonna show you how it works. So this is my switch. This is the switch to turn the little pump on. This is a nice little pump that is pumping the water, and it works pretty good. It has nice pressure. So I'm gonna turn it on. So you can see, the pressure. Wow, it's amazing. So this is more. Wow. So if you don't know, one thing about one of the coolest thing about that pump is that it's automatically. So when you start using the water, the pump starts working. When you stop using the water, the pump stops. So that's a pretty cool thing that I love it. Well, my friends, in few words, this was my explanation about how I did. I hope this video help you to do your project. I'll see you guys on the next video.